You're listening to a Roddenberry podcast.
Today is Thursday, May 20th, 2021, and this is your daily Star Trek news from the Roddenberry Podcast Network. On today's show, Star Trek actors Jonathan Frakes, Armin Shimerman, and Kitty Swink are set to host the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network's Voices in Action event. IDW announces their upcoming year-long Mirror Universe comic event, and I've got a rundown of this week's Star Trek events, and there are a lot. I'm Alison Pitt, and today's show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Get 10% off your first month of counseling at betterhelp.com/DSTN. Star Trek actors Jonathan Frakes, Armin Shimerman, and Kitty Swink are once again teaming up with the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, or PanCAN. Next month, the trio will be hosting the inaugural virtual event, Voices in Action, to launch PanCAN's 2021 Action Week. Last month, Swink, Shimerman, and Frakes led the Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer fundraising team in the 2021 Purple Stride Los Angeles virtual event. Along with the other team members, the team raised more than $63,000 toward PanCAN's efforts to aid those and their families suffering from the effects of the disease. The Voices in Action event this June will see the three actors leading a conversation filled with heartfelt stories from PanCAN ambassadors about who they advocate for and why. In addition to building up the PanCAN community, event coordinators are hoping to encourage others to contact their members of Congress to voice their support for continuing and increasing funding toward pancreatic cancer research. At the end of the event, participants will also have the chance to openly pay tribute to loved ones who have been lost to the disease. In a statement regarding the announcement, PanCAN CEO Julie Fleshman said, "We can all be advocates and have an impact in PanCAN's mission to create a world in which all patients with pancreatic cancer will thrive. One person can make a big difference, but together we can do so much more." The Voices in Action virtual event will take place June 14th at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and registration is free to all participants. To learn more and to register for the Voices in Action virtual event, visit pancan.org. IDW Publishing has revealed plans for a year-long Star Trek comic book event entitled Star Trek: The Mirror War, featuring Mirror Universe counterparts of the Next Generation crew, in a story propelling Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the ISS Enterprise on a galaxy-wide quest for wealth and power. In a story published Wednesday, IDW announced that it invites readers to witness what the galaxy could be like at the mercy of a Captain Picard whose greatness is measured in cunning and cruelty. They named September 8th, or Star Trek Day, as the launch date for this ambitious project. The Mirror War will once again pair writers Scott and David Tipton, who previously explored the Mirror Universe in 3 IDW titles, Mirror Broken, Through the Mirror, and Terra Incognita. Editor Megan Brown praised their previous work, stating that they, along with cover artist J.K. Woodward, crafted a compelling and wholly original corner of the Star Trek universe. Brown then added, "We're excited to continue that tradition with the Mirror War, all while bringing new artists and storytellers into those Trek landscapes that fans love." In previous Mirror Universe comics, the Terran Empire has been shown to be weakened by an ongoing war with a Klingon-Cardassian alliance. And in this new storyline, Mirror Picard acquires information that can dramatically change the Empire's fortunes. As writer David Tipton describes it, the Enterprise crew will find themselves in positions of potential power and wealth like never before. The series kicks off with a 0 issue tying together threads from previous stories in a way that will bring both newcomers and the well-initiated into the Next Generation Mirror Universe, and will then take readers on a year-long journey through 8 issues and 4 tie-in specials. Find out more about the extensive range of IDW Star Trek titles at idwpublishing.com. I've got the weekend's online events in just a moment, but first, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. If you've been putting off seeing a counselor because of financial concerns, then you should take a few minutes to look into BetterHelp. Their professional counseling services are more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. Plus, with a system that matches licensed counselors to your needs and makes it easy to change if you need to, you can be assured that your time will be used effectively. That's something you can't always guarantee with in-person therapy. I want you to start living a happier life today. And as a Daily Star Trek News listener, you can get 10% off your first month of counseling by visiting betterhelp.com/DSTN. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DSTN. Now, after a couple of quiet weeks of events, this is a big one, so get your pencils sharpened and get ready to take some notes. First up, later today, Thursday, May 20th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Star Trek science advisor and all-around awesome science lady, Dr. Erin McDonald, is joining streamer Q Continuum on his Twitch show to talk about science and Star Trek. Her Q&A is part of a larger stream that starts at 10 a.m. To tune in, head to twitch.tv/Q Continuum, and that's KYUU Continuum. Also today, but a little later at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, producer Joe Kornbrot from 455 Films is appearing in a B&H photo event talking about the process of creating the Star Trek Deep Space Nine documentary, What We Left Behind. This event is free with registration. For more information, head to bhphotovideo.com and navigate to their event space. Then on Friday, May 21st at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Sid City Social Club from Alexander Siddig's official fan club is hosting special guest Robert Hewitt Wolfe. Wolfe was a producer on Star Trek Deep Space Nine and Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda. This virtual event is, like the others, free. For more information, you can head to sidcity.net. Moving on now to Saturday, May 22nd at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and the FANAC Fan History Project is hosting an interview with Star Trek legends Bijo and John Trimble. Best known for spearheading the fan writing letter that got Star Trek renewed for a third and, sadly, final season, the Trimbles have decades of fandom stories to tell, and they're actually really cool people too. For more information and how to register, head to FANAC, that's FANAC.org. Now, next up, spanning Saturday and Sunday, the Omega Sci-Fi Awards are presenting a series of celebrity readings of their award-winning fiction. On Saturday the 22nd from 11 a.m. Pacific Time, Nanav Visitor will be reading Andrea Goyen's Imagine Dandelions. Then on Sunday the 23rd from 5 p.m. Pacific Time, Star Trek guest actors Rico Anderson and Joanna Cassidy will be reading short works from emerging teen writers from Los Angeles. For more information about the awards and the weekend's readings, follow @Omega Awards on Twitter. On Sunday, May 23rd at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, GalaxyCon Live is hosting the stars of Star Trek Enterprise. Connor Trenier, John Billingsley, and Dominic Keating will be there for a Q&A, and you can also purchase autographs or one-on-one video chats. For more, visit galaxycon.com. And finally, on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time, Tim Russ is performing with his band on Live from Tim's Yard. This virtual event is streamed live on Facebook, and there will be a virtual tip jar where you can donate to Covenant House, Los Angeles. Links to all these events are available on the Daily Star Trek News website. Just head to dailystartreknews.com/events. And of course, if you have an event that you'd like for me to share on the show, then just let me know. You can email me at info@dailystartreknews.com or tag us on social media. Now, there's just one last thing before I go. Please don't forget that we're giving away 3 copies of the just-released Star Trek Lower Decks on Blu-ray, just like this one. It's easy to enter, and the contest closes this coming Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time. For more details on how you can enter, just visit dailystartreknews.com/lower decks. Well, that's it for today's Daily Star Trek News from the Roddenberry Podcast Network. Don't forget to check out the other great shows on the network at podcasts.roddenberry.com. Daily Star Trek News is produced by me, Alison Pitt, and written by Chris Peterson and Jack Brown, with events by Marina Kravchuk. Today's show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Get 10% off your first month of counseling at betterhelp.com/DSTN. I'm back tomorrow with more of the Star Trek news you need to know and the answer to this week's Trek Trivia. I'm Alison Pitt. Live long and prosper.
This is a Roddenberry podcast. For more great podcasts, visit podcast.roddenberry.com.